All right, all right, all right, all right. I think we are live. Oh, wait, no, we're waiting for the Facebook feed. All righty, uno momento. Waiting for that Facebook feed to pop up. There we go. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Incredible greetings, incredible greetings, incredible greetings. How art thou? Welcome, welcome, welcome in. As you come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know where you are watching from. Now, I have way too many things open and now I do not remember where my Canva feed is. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Okay, so let's do okay. I need to just put something on the screen because I need to go into the back end here. Let's just put this is an old one, but we still have the Canva training, but I'm just going to put this one up here for now because I'm sharing my screen and I don't know which what's the name it's going to come up on. So let me find my Canva feed real quick. Okay, so it is this one. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. All right, we can come off of this now. All right, there we go. All right, all right. So as you guys come in, drop a hey, how you doing? Let me know who's watching. Let me know if you are working on school supplies, back to school school supply designs. And we're gonna do this. I did this yesterday live. We're gonna do it again, right? So I'm just gonna go into Chat GPT and I'm going to let it know that I am doing a live video and I just want to have, because I didn't even make a thumbnail for this. So I want to have it make a thumbnail or really just something I can put on the screen. So as people are coming in, they know what we're working on. So we're going to start off with some AI work the same way that we did yesterday. If you guys don't know who I am Shakia, the professor of HS Inc. 365. We are the home of Honestly Speaking, Syllaholics Anonymous, 365 Creative Academy, the Canva Effect, all those things, right? So we and also our business clarity program as well. So we have so many ways for you guys to connect with us, learn from us. So go ahead to any of the websites, check it out. The links will be in the description. But I am Shakia, the professor, 26 years in this game of graphic designing, entrepreneurship, creating custom designs, custom shirts, all the things. So you can ask just about anything. All right, so let's go over here. I'm going to add the plus sign and we're going to go up here to down. Actually, no, they're right here. So let's do this one and this one. All right. And then I'm going to let chat know what it is that I am doing. Hold on. Let me come out of here. So I want to come into this one. Let's add the image and then go boom and boom and open files. All right. So, all right. Incredible greetings. I am live literally right now. We're waiting for people to come in. The live video will be me showing some beginner friendly ways to customize, to use ready to customize templates. We have them in Silhouette Studio and Canva. So I'm going to just be doing a quick demonstration where they can use templates, create some really simple designs that they can use in themselves, or they can immediately start to monetize, whether they are producing the labels and just providing the prints, if they are producing the labels or the covers or stickers, and they are selling them to customers, or if they are making the digital files and selling them. Just some really quick beginner friendly things they can do. So I want to be able to have that on the screen, so as new people are coming into the live stream, they know exactly what we're working on. Here are the thumbnails for our templates that we do have available if they want to start with the templates that we have. So I need to generate the visuals so that people know what the live stream is when they come in. So for me, y'all, I just word dump. Like I don't really do a lot of fancy prompts. I just like talk to it, let it know exactly what it is that I want, and a lot of like it'll just go in. We did this yesterday with yesterday's live feed, and this was like some of the ones that I had another one, and it created one that was my brand colors. It gave me the brand colors, and then we did like a Toy Story since that movie is like out. So I just talk to it. I don't care about I don't care about pauses. If you don't know AI, they don't recognize your pauses. So even if you go and you're trying to think through it and you have that microphone on and it's recording and you pause, it's going to not even know that you pause. It's going to pick up wherever those words are and it's just going to be like that. You see, there's like no large gap in space to say, oh man, I stopped. I had a brain. Just go ahead, let that brain freeze happen. Don't stop it. Just work through it. Then go and talk. If it's jibber jabber, if it's if like it doesn't matter. Just talk to whatever AI generator you are using. That is a pro tip for you guys. All right. So already in here dropping gems. We're going to go ahead, put that in. We're going to see what visual it creates for us, just so that you guys know exactly what is going on as you guys come into the room. Wherever you're watching at, if you can do me a solid and go ahead and share this live video, help another creative out, help another person out who wants to monetize and make some money off of their creative skills and gifts. Go ahead, share this out, guys. Give this video a like, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. Hello, Myrna Lee. How art thou? Thank you so very much for hopping on with us. Thank you for commenting. That really, really helps us out. All right. So we're just going to wait for this to finish up. And then we're going to put that on the screen just so that you guys know exactly what we're doing. So while that's going in and like, it's finalizing and adding all the final touches, I want to ask you guys, give me a theme or, just basically give me a theme to design around. What's something that you, as you're preparing to create your designs, what's a theme that you want to create around? So maybe we'll start there. Okay. First one or two people to go ahead and put their comments. If you're stuck, it's like the ideas just aren't coming and things of that nature, I'm going to help you out today and show you how you can do that. So go ahead, drop it in the chat on, okay, wait, see, this is the other thing that I don't like because it had the Toy Story earlier. It's still giving me the Toy Story. So I forgot about that. So you have to let it know to forget what it produced before or just create a new chat. So I'm going to try it one time to see if it will give me a different theme, like a different layout. If not, I'm going to go ahead, copy exactly what's here using the copy message, open a new chat, and it'll give me something brand new. All right. So, oh, okay. Yes. I forgot that yesterday we were working with the thumbnails and we were doing the whole Toy Story theme. I don't need this to be Toy Story theme. This is a new series, a new video. So just make it in our brand colors, teal, purple, blue, grays, black, whites, the same brand colors for 365 Creative Academy. It doesn't have to have the Toy Story theme. I forgot all about that, y'all. All right. So I'm going to still copy it. So I'm going to just copy. I'm going to go ahead and do a new chat because I want to see the difference in what it gives. So we're going to come over here. So y'all get we're going to get a little bit of Canva training, a little bit of silhouette training. We got a little bit of AI training. How many of you guys are actually incorporating AI into your workflow? Or who's still like, it's like you're on the sidelines, you're not quite embracing it. So let me know in the chat if you're all in on using AI, if you're still sitting on the sideline. So all in or sideline, put it in the chat. Okay. Hello. Incredible afternoon, Mary. Thank you so very much for hopping on with us today. Don't forget to give this video a like. You got to come out of the live chat to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed, share it out, share it with a friend, and then engage with us in the chat. All right. So remember, I copied that. I'm going to go ahead, paste that over here. I'm going to drop in my thumbnails that I had, like I created for our templates, just so that it kind of has an idea of what we are doing. And then let's just see what it gives us over here. And then let's go back over here and see what it gave us. All right. So I see here, ooh, cheerleader. Okay, so we can work with that one. All right. So incredible. Well, now it's like afternoon here in South Florida. This is my first time here. Catherine, hello. So, Catherine, let me know. I wonder how I came across your feed. I don't know which YouTube channel you're on, because we're streaming to all three of our YouTube channels, Silaholics Anonymous, Honestly Speaking, and 365 Creative Academy. Do you use a silhouette machine? Are you a Canva user? Are you starting off a new business? So I just want to know like who you are, so I kind of get an idea of why our live feed was suggested to you. But we thank you for being here. You are in the best place to learn, especially if you are a beginner. All right, so my niece loves Bluey, but I want to make a learning table and book. So we're not quite getting into doing like all those. We're going to kind of stick to, you know, the school supplies. Now we can go over things like for learning table, and it would be kind of the same. You have to know the sizing. Mary, we have this awesome community and subscription that you can sign up to, which is called the Creative Lounge. And in there is where we can go a lot deeper into creating things like that. If you're not quite familiar with how to use Canva, because when we're in there, it's more so, okay, hey, here's how you measure it, here's how you do the design. But if you're not really sure how to use Canva, how to use a program like Silhouette Studio, we do have full-on trainings that break down those programs so that you understand where the tools are, you understand what certain things do and don't do. That way you don't feel like if somebody's going through it, you know, we can't always like fully stop, pause, wait, because that creates dead air when we're doing videos. But a lot of the time people feel like the training is moving too fast, like, and they can't follow the mouse because they don't really know the interface. They don't know where things are located. So by the time you try and figure out where that thing is and you locate it, the instructor has moved on. So we highly recommend getting into one of our classes where you just learn the interface, you learn the layout of the land and know where things are. And then you're going to be able to follow those tutorials like nothing. It won't be, oh, this is moving too fast. All right. So she says, I'm all in, not yet. I'm on the sideline. And I know it can be, and actually here is the link for the Canva bootcamp. AI can be really scary for a lot of people. I know, trust me. I know it can be really, really scary. Just kind of trusting like the AI. Everyone's not quite there yet. There's a responsible way to use it. It can help you unlock designs. Like if you're having creative blocks, you can use that as like your launch pad, like, you know, just to kind of get you going with ideas and things of that nature. So nothing else, get ChatGPT. It's free. You can talk to it, get ideas, you can get inspiration, all the things. Okay. I mean, this is a bit busy. Okay. So I'm going to this is the thing that's like, I am one where I prefer to design my own things and we let AI do it. And sometimes they just get a little bit too busy. So let's see what came up over here. Okay. Now I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is, but hey, we're going to roll with it. Okay. I have no idea who this person is. Like, who is that? But it's okay. We're just going to, I'm going to download this. I'm actually going to tell both of these. All right. So we did design this. I guess I kind of did say like a YouTube thumbnail. I don't want it to be super, super busy. I just really need for it to state what it is that we're doing. So as we're coming in, those words need to be big and bold so that people see it when they're coming into the live stream. Not so much an advertisement or a promo. It's just an announcement of, hey, this is what this live stream is. Don't include any imagery, any photographs of like a person, because that's not me. So Don't include any like people. All right, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna copy this because I want to tell the other side that too. So we're gonna have that one going. We're gonna come over here. Like it made it really, really busy based off of the other design. So this is like a learning moment for you guys as well, just in how AI really works. I see a lot of people, they introduce you to like AI and they're saying like how great it is. To know me is to know that I like to not just focus on the positive. I love to teach from the you really need to know this. Like these are the negative or not so favorable things that can happen because that's really where frustration sets in at. If you're just looking at a bunch of tutorials or webinars and seminars or like all these different things, they're just talking about all the great stuff. Oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And then when you go into the application, whether it is AI, if it's Canva, if it's Silhouette Studio, if it's Photoshop, and now you're going in there and it's like they made it seem so easy, so simple. You go in there and it's not working, it ain't quite, given what that was given. It's frustrating because most times instructors or teachers or coaches and whatnot, they only talk about the good stuff. They don't let you, like, they don't give you warnings and saying, hey, this may happen. If this happens, then you do this. That is where I thrive at. That is what my superpower is. That is like the basis and foundation of how I teach. Like I like to like strip everything back. So if you are a person where you have been frustrated when watching live trainings and things of that nature, I highly recommend that you go ahead and you connect with us, you subscribe, you follow us, get in the room, get into the creative lounge, join one of our like standalone classes. I'm telling you, our trainings will change your life. Okay. Learn it the professor way. All right. Okay. Hold on. When I heard my phone, I realized I did not put it on do not disturb. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let's see, for 1 hour, we'll put it on do not disturb. All right. And then let's go over here and see. Okay, so see, it's not that. See, this one over here, because of what we did before, it's just not giving me. It says, okay, let's talk templates, software, business marketing, but I wasn't really doing all of that. So, and I don't really like that one. Let's see what this one gave us. And this is the thing with AI, like it's brain dumping can be great, especially if you just don't know what you want. But sometimes you get clarity when you're sitting in front of that design platform like that, and you're creating the design. So I think had I done that part first, I could have fed that back into AI and it could have created something for me because it's not really giving me and not hitting on all the points of like what I want. All right, so we're customizing templates, how to create and profit. Okay, I like this one. This one is cool. So we're going to go ahead, download this one. I'm just going to put this, I'm going to open this up and we're going to copy that. And I'm just going to have this like sitting off in the corner over here, just so that you guys know, what you're coming into. That way it also says like the Canva piece so that people know that we're working in Canva as well as Silhouette Studio. All right. So I'm going to put that there. Hello. All right. So cheerleaders. That's what we only got one person. So no one else needed any help, any assistance. You're not having any creative block. Are you guys actually working on? Because I put that post out there. I'm like, hey, is there anyone actually working on back to school, supplies and making the customizing? Like, the post has a lot of people saying yes. But maybe y'all haven't made y'all way over here. So I want to know, are you guys actually getting into either making them for your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids, your godkids, your kids, or are you like selling them? And if so, what type of designs are you looking to create, or maybe you're looking for? If you feel like you're not a strong designer, what type of designs have you gone out there and looked for? Or are you the person, the type of creative where it's like, okay, I'm in the groups, someone posts theirs, it has rainbows, it has butterflies, it has lockers. Okay, I think that's cute. I'm going to go ahead and buy that file. If that is you, let me know in the chat as well. Okay, but right now we have cheerleaders. I asked, if you're designing something, you plan on doing some things for the back to school stuff, let me know what theme you're working on. So now when it comes to, with cheerleaders, is it that they just like all cheer? Do they cheer for their school? Are there specific colors? Um, for their school, or like their favorite colors, or you just want to create just a general cheer one? Like, can I make some cheerleader stuff? Like, if I had cheerleaders for a 365 Creative Academy, can I just use our colors, or do you have specific colors that you want to explore? All right, so let's see over here. Oh, wait, I forgot to share this out. So while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and share this out because I completely forgot. Forgot to share this out over on the book of the face. And this microphone is turned all the way up. I know I'm probably yelling in y'all ear because I naturally talk loud. I'm going to try and bring my octave down a little bit because I know it probably is super, super loud in y'all ear. All right, so let's go ahead and share this. Boom. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. All right, so there we go. All right. In no particular colors, mascots, anything like that. All right, cool beans. So here's where we can use like AI. I don't want to do it on any of the threads that I already have going, right? So we want to start a new chat for a school. The school colors are blue and gold. Okay. All right. So I want to start like a new chat. And so again, I'm just going to talk to it, right? All right. Incredible greetings. So I am going to do a demonstration of like designing for some school supplies. Specifically on my screen, I have like covers for composition notebooks and glue wraps and like glue sticks and glue bottles. So we're just going to kind of focus on those. One of the audience members, the idea that they want to design around is a cheerleader theme. The colors are blue and gold. Give me about 3 to 5 different sample designs that we can kind of take a look at and decide which direction we want to go in. Each of the designs should be, very different as far as elements and textures and backgrounds, just so that we can just get some ideas and get those creative juices flowing. So generate. Now, I specifically put that beginning part in there because I need for my chat. What happened? Are you serious? I hate when it does that. But I needed my chat to know that this was not for me specifically, right? Because it keeps an account, like, and it's like saving it in its memory and things of that nature. I need for it to know that this isn't something necessarily for me. Don't kind of approach it from like, the professor way, but just kind of in general. So that's why I gave it that context in the beginning, since I'm not using, because I actually have like 2 chats. I have one that's free and I kind of normally use that one. But whenever I'm on my main one, I preference it and let it know what I'm doing. But that last part is the part that you would actually do, where you're telling it exactly what it is that you want to create. I have no idea why my audio just went away. So we're going to go ahead and try that again. All right. Incredible greetings. So I am live right now. I'm doing a demonstration on using our templates for our back to school like supplies, like the composition notebook and the glue labels and wraps. So I asked one of the viewers what theme they wanted to work on, and she said cheerleader. So help them, remove that creative block. So give me about 3 to 5 designs that would be ideal for like a composition notebook, or like a label for a glue bottle or glue stick with the theme of cheerleaders. The colors would be blues, golds, and we'll just go ahead and put like some accents of white and black in there. I want to see a range of designs, not just kind of one style, because I'm having a creative block, right? So this is something that the viewer may be having. They're having a creative block. They just want to kind of see a variety of designs just to get those creative juices flowing and help them narrow down how they want to design. So go ahead and create for me the visuals for 3 to 5 designs. Cheerleader theme, colors are blacks, golds, and then accents of white and black. We can maybe even use throw in some gray in there. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go, let that go. Now, normally when it does it this way, it's gonna put all 3 to 5 in one. So it's not going to necessarily create like 3 individual ones. It'll be like a grid and it's gonna show the different designs. And then based off of that, my recommendation would be like, to kind of pick out certain stuff like that. Another thing that you can do when it comes to AI is ask it to give you keywords to create the designs. So after I kind of see what's going on here, I'll open up another chat and I'll ask it to give me some keywords to feed into an AI generator so that I can get closer to the results that I want. So whether or not I want like something that's like metallic, if I want shadowy stuff, if I want things that look 3D, if I want it to be flat, if I want it to look like, I think I said metallic, if I want it to look more matte, if I want some gradients and things like that, you will ask chat to give you, or whatever LLM, so large learning model that you choose to use, whether it is Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Copilot, Gemini, whichever one you're using, even in Canva, you want it to give you the language to feed back into it. Okay. All right, so here are some of the things, here's the designs that they gave us. All right, so one where it's kind of the same traditional composition notebook background, and it's just the traditional like cheerleader V chevron. We have a megaphone and a pom pom. It looks like the glue sticks, like they kind of had that same feel, except instead of the chevron, it's the stripes. The second one, and then look how it did it, right? It gave you the theme for it, right? So now when you go back in, if you're like, okay, I want to work on more designs that are bold and classic. So it's like the classic cheerleader elements and things of that nature. Is it glitter and glam? Are we going to do cheer spirit and stripes? So and then we have like the silhouette. We have traditional cheer words. So go fight win. And then we have varsity vibes. Oh, I actually like this one. I love that split down the middle, just having the C and then cheer or whatever, like the school initial and like the mascot. I do like that. The glue is kind of following that. The glue stick, these all kind of sort of look the same. So like we have stripes, we just have the word cheer. And then this is cheer emotion. This is like for those who like those really, really busy, busy, busy designs. I'm not so much a busy design kind of girly, but for those who just like all of that extra, it kind of gave a little bit of that. But you see how, because I told it I was doing composition notebooks and glue sticks, it just kind of gave me both, So it gave me the glue bottle, it gave me a glue stick, and the composition notebook. So based off of these, which one would you like to explore more? I'll say pick 2 of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones: bold and classic, glitter and glam, cheer spirit stripes, varsity vibes, cheer in motion. Which 2 do you want to kind of explore a little bit more? She says, I'm right on time. I'm working on a busy composition notebook for my baby senior year. So you said a busy one, meaning, so you, Diamond, you like the busy type designs? Okay, so you said 1 and 4. So bold and classic, and then varsity vibes. Now, so Diane McNeil says 2 or 4. So glitter and glam, varsity vibes. Okay. And the rest of you guys, if you can let me know as well, like based off of what chat gave us, which one, which one tickles your fancy? Which ones do you like? Which two? I say which one. So which two are your top ones? Or maybe put them in order from your favorite to your least favorite. So they're all pretty cool. Like for me, 5 would definitely be my least favorite. I'm just not the splatter type girl, and brush strokes, I don't like a whole lot of that. So let me know in the chat either just your top 2 or put them in order from your favorite to like your least favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then let me see. For you, Myrna, did you say that you were all in on AI? Okay, so you're all in. Yes, I have the tassel locker, so on and so forth. Oh, okay. See, yeah, I'm a minimalist. I don't really like all that. I mean, I can understand like the tassel, the locker, but like where it's super busy and it doesn't have a focal point. And for me, I'm like, ugh, okay. Yeah, I'm just not the just stuff there just to be there type person. Like I'm very strategic, and calculated with how I do my designs. Okay, so I know that you said that you're all in on like AI, right? So would you end up using AI to create it, or are you more of a, hey, give me the ideas, I'm going to go into resources like Canva because it has so many different elements. I'm going to go into Creative Fabrica and find elements, or I'm going to Google some clip arts. What type of designer are you today? Because the scope of designing is changing a lot with the help of, and with AI just becoming so much more prevalent and just being used so much more, the scope of like how people design and the way that they design has changed so much. So that's why I say today, what type of, do you go back to your Creative Fabrica and you're looking for elements? Do you feel like that just takes too long to do? You rather just talk to it, have it make the elements for you? Are you one where you're going to go into Canva and utilize theirs? Are you a vector type person? Do you like the more 3D and dimensional things? I would like to design it by myself. Okay, so a couple things here, right? You can try and find megaphones when you're looking for them in your specific colors. The way that you're able to change them to your specific colors, it's normally flat designs, right? So it's a vector-based designs, not having a whole lot of 3D and dimension and things like that to it. If you have something that is 3D and all that stuff, let's say you got it and it was like red and green, just Christmas colors, it'll be a lot harder to go in and try and make that specific one blue and gold. Because even if you're using like the hue and saturation, going in and you have to try and change this color, pick out the reds or the magentas, and then pick out this to try and change it, it's not as easy, which is where AI comes in for a lot of people, to where they'll see a megaphone, it might be in a different color, and you're going to be like, hey, can you change this to blue and gold? That's one of the ways that you can use AI to help you with your designs. You see something that you like, it's in a different color, ask it to change it. Canva has an option for that. You can use it in ChatGPT or Gemini, and things like that. But the ones that are vector, where things are in layers, you can easily click on those colors and simply change them, but they may not be the look and feel that you want. So be mindful of that. When it comes to things like the letters, we can easily create that. Y'all know I'm a silhouette girly, but then getting the gradients, getting the like, it's almost like a gradient or like metallic gold feel for that gold part. It's not flat. There's like different shades of the gold in there. Then you have to find the background, the digital paper to be able to create that. This is why, I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of people will rely on the AI because it's just like a click of a button, it's just speak it and then it just happens. But for me, the quality is not always there. All right. So we have megaphones, pom poms, and then like the stars and stripes, we can create that. The chevron, we can create that. So I'm gonna try and have it create for me a megaphone, but I'm gonna give it a reference image first. Okay. So I thought about creating elements because AI isn't positioning the elements how I like it. And this is why we are here today. I would We can use AI, but start like I want you guys to at least try it. That will be your homework. Have AI create the elements and then you arrange them exactly how you want. It's still going to speed up your design time. Okay. I like using Copilot for prompts, for colors, and fonts and numbers. Okay, so you're someone that uses Copilot. There's so many AI, and I know by the end of the year, we're going to have probably 3 or 4 more because they're building data centers everywhere. So, like I said, between Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, Chat GPT, and then there's like a bunch of different versions of like the Chat GPT thing. There's just so many AI engines. I do use AI if I get a brain fog. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to search for cheer megaphone clip art. Okay. So images, and I like this one. Let's see here. All right, so I like the way this one is set up. So I'm just gonna go copy image. We're gonna come over here. I like the shape and style of this megaphone. It's just not in the colors that I need. Can you convert this image, and I only need one of the megaphones, into I'm sorry, to fit my color scheme of blue, gold, black, and white. I want the final results to have no background to it, no shadows to like the outside of it, and no glows and things of that nature on the outside of it. It should have no background and be like a transparent PNG. So we're going to do that. Can I use my silhouette to cut the exact size of it? So you technically can, but that means you have to be a perfectionist. You have to apply it with precision when you are applying it to the notebook cover. So I don't necessarily recommend that. I'm always going to recommend designing it a lot bigger where you have a bleed. All of our templates are made to where they have a bleed on them. So you're going to have that bleed and then you're going to cut it down. So all of our templates are designed this way. We have them set up for Silhouette Studio and we also have them for Canva. I'm going to change this line to white just so that you guys can see it better on camera. And I don't know why this is like showing so light. Okay, there we go. So this is like your bleed. The red is your cut line. That's the edge. And then we have our safe zone. I'm always going to recommend designing in, with a bleed and a safe zone. Okay. Nope, I understood it. You're good. All right. So let's go back over here and see what it gave us. All right, you need the template. The link is in the description of this video, but if you give me a few seconds, I'll go ahead and I'll drop that in, I'll drop it in the chat, but it should be in the description of this video. If this is still, working itself out. So the way that ours is set up, we offer you 4 different ones. So if you don't know like me and how I operate, I am like a researcher. I try things out and I like my things to be like spot on. Some people are selling, cover designs that are already, pre-designed, but it's like they may have designed theirs based off of the Walmart pen and gear. But then if you use like the Mead one, or you get the Target brand, or you get the one from CVS, or all these other different brands, the difference in like the hardcover one versus like the plastic cover, the spine width is different from brand to brand. So if you try to use a quote unquote universal template, your design, like important parts of your design might get cut off. That label won't really sit in the middle. It can be too far to the right, too far to the left, because you put the wrong size template. Well, you print out the wrong size for your composition notebook. So you want to measure it. I recommend getting a 1/16 ruler. If you don't have a 1/16 ruler, get one. I know we want to use like the tape measure, but a lot of the times that's just a 1/8. And your measurements will fall like in between 2 of those notches. So for anybody that's doing anything creative, I highly recommend getting at a minimum a 1/16 ruler. The 132, it can be a little aggravating sometimes. There's so many notches, but a 1/16 ruler where there's 16 notches between one number and the next number, that's perfect. We have the chart. It comes with ours. That way you can read it. You just count the notches, and then we have the chart that allows you to read and will know what the decimal is. That's going to help you know which one of the 4 templates. Now on here, I removed the sizing, right? But when you get yours, there's going to be sizes up here, like above it. And that middle one tells you what the width of that template is. When you're measuring yours, you're going to go off of that middle one. However wide, the height is the same for all of them. That part you don't have to worry about. It is the same for every last one, but the width is different because of the size of the spine, like that little black or red or whatever color band they have on it. That's what makes the width different. So you'll look at that, whichever one is closest to the width of the composition notebook that you have sitting in front of you, that is the one that you are going to design with. Does that make sense? So yeah, even if you're getting the ones from the Dollar Tree, those are different size. And I'm not sure if the Dollar Tree has discounts on them. Normally, like for the Dollar Tree, like everything's going to be $1.50. So that's probably not the best option. Right now, Walmart's pen and gear ones are 50 cents. So you're going to probably get more bang for your buck going to Walmart versus using the ones from Dollar Tree. All right. So, but yeah, that's how those are set. Let's see. Let's see if it has created our megaphone. Okay. And see how I told it I only wanted one, so it gave me the one. The colors are not quite the same as like in our reference one, but that's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and download this, and then I'm just going to let it know. Okay, thanks. I wanted more of maybe a true gold and not a yellow gold, but it's fine for now. We'll tweak that later. What I want to create now is a coordinating set of pom-poms. I would like an image where it's 2 pom-poms together, and then one where it's like a single pom-pom, no shadows to the outside of it, like no extra shadows or glows or anything like that. It should be no background, just like a transparent PNG. So we're going to let that go so that it can create the pom-poms for us, okay? All right, so while it's doing that, we're going to come back over here. We're going to get into some designing. I'm going to start in Silhouette Studio first because y'all know that is my program of choice. So we're going to make that C. Oh, what I want to do is I'm going to go back over here and I want to get the reference image. So we don't have to download it. We're just going to right click, copy. We don't want to put extra on our computer. And then we're just going to go ahead and hit paste. All right. I'm going to break these down. So I'm going to go like this. And then we're going to go. Actually, no, we're going to go like this first. And then we're going to copy, crop, paste in front, subtract. And then we're going to take this one. Let's bring it to the front. Place this right here. All right, I'm going to select the top, copy, crop, paste in front, subtract. Same thing for the bottom one. Select it, copy, crop, paste in front, subtract. All right, so now I have all three separated. We're working with this one, right? So we're going to go ahead and make the C. So I'm going to just go to my text. We're going to click on this. We're going to type in, Shift C for an uppercase C. We're going to make this larger. I'm going to come over here. We're going to choose a collegiate or varsity type font. So let's just go varsity regular. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see. All of my collegiate. Let me see. Do I want that one? I mean, that would give me more to like make my own layers with. All right, so let's do this. And I mean, so when you have certain fonts, it will give you the sections kind of like already set up. If you want things to be thicker or thinner, I mean, you can start here and always adjust them yourself. So we're just going to start here. We're going to go ahead and I'm just going to fill it in with any color for right now. We're going to release compound path. And let's see. They have blue here. Oh, wait, ungroup. So this one was blue. This one, we're going to come over to my fill. I do have a gold one. If you learned something new, you're learning something, you're enjoying it, go ahead, drop some hearts in the chat just so I know that you guys are with me, that this is valuable, that you are learning something. I'm not just up here yapping. So drop some hearts in the chat if you are getting something from this, or maybe even a pom-pom. All right, so we're going to come over to fill. I'm going to find one that is gold because I have a library of them. So this is like that prep work before when you go and you have images and digital papers, they're already loaded. Yes, that takes some work to get it loaded versus just having AI created, but at least you already have them, readily available. So we're going to go ahead and drop that gold in there. Let's see. Let's do that one. And then it had this white layer. Okay. And then we're going to make that a little bit bigger. So we're going to go offset corner. I'm going to make it just a tad bit smaller. Just a little bit bigger than what's there. I'm going to make that white. And then I'm going to delete this one. And then it has another layer, which is blue. So we're just going to go offset. I'm going to make that just a little bit bigger. And then make that blue. And then offset again. Make that a little bit smaller. And there's actually a way to do this where I didn't have to do so many layers. But for the sake of this training, we're just going to leave it like that. We're going to go ahead, group all this together, and remove the line color. So now we have our C. So we're going to do cheer across the middle. Again, going to the text tool. We're going to click, CHEER, or you can choose like the mascot or anything like that. We're going to look for a script font. Now, this is the part that can take a while, trying to find the right font, okay? You said you love Design Space. I mean, Design Space can do some things, but you get more versatility to me with Silhouette Studio. It's free to use and you just have so many options. So I am more of a Silhouette Studio girly, but you definitely could create this in Design Space as well. Okay. Multitasking, but watching and enjoying that you're demoing AI recreations, watching on my TV. Thank you so much, Erica. Good afternoon. Just got in. Will, of course, watch the replay. Thanks. You are very welcome. All right. So we're going to find a script font. Like I said, this can be the part that takes a little bit of time. We can always do this too, right? Here's where we can use but let's say I want to look for a font. I want to save on time, right? I'm going to tell it, let me see, to give me some pom-poms. Boom. It gave me 2 sets. So now when I go in, I trace and detach. Something like this, we don't need for it to waste, more water and create them separately. We put them together and then we would put them on, separate them the same way I did the other ones, or do trace and detach. Now, those colors, I guess they're kind of the same. Okay, I actually love the color and tone of the pom-poms and the texture that's on there. Can we regenerate the megaphone to have it match a little bit closer to how these amazing pom-poms look? Thanks. So we'll let it recreate that, and then I'm going to have it make cheer, okay? So while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and start putting in the next prompt, right? So for this demo, I want to put the word cheer in. It's kind of sort of like a script font, but not quite. Similar to the cheer in, well, actually, no, I guess it is still a script font. So similar to the cheer in the Varsity Vibes, and I guess all of them really have it. So Varsity Vibes, Cheer in Motion, and then the Glitter Glam. But I want to see a couple different options for the word cheer. So generate for me 3 to 5 versions. I just want the word cheer. Make it in black. It doesn't have to have any color, no gradients, no shadows, no outlines, nothing like that. Just the word cheer. But I want to see 3 to 5 different font styles for that word, with the C capital and then the rest of the letters in lowercase. So with me, I try to be as, right? So this is going to do its thing. It's just going to give us the words, going to be on the screen. I'm not going to hit submit for that one until this one is done. That way it doesn't interrupt it, okay? So while that's going, did I download this one? I don't know if I did. So let's just go ahead and download that. We're going to bring this back over here. And then, actually, I don't even know why I downloaded it. So we're just going to go merge. And I'm going to go to my downloads. And we're going to bring this in. And then file, merge. We're going to bring in the megaphone. Where are they at? Okay, they're right here. And if you're just joining in and you want to know what it is that we're doing, I'm just showing you how you can create some templates using Silhouette Studio and Canva. So right now we're in Silhouette Studio. I'm going to go ahead, take these same things over to Canva and create it there as well. So you'll just get to see it from both programs. Okay. All right. So over here, this is together. So I'm going to just trace and detach both of these at the same time. I guess when I look at it over here, they are kind of the same color. It just looked a little different over on chat. So we're going to just increase our threshold. There's some white around this, so I got to put that up kind of high. because of the white in the pom-poms. We're going to pretty much go all the way up. We're going to go trace and detach. And then let's go back over here to chat, see what it's doing. Oh, see, it still gave me the same thing. It made it slightly different. I don't like the fact they left this part open, but that's an easy fix. But I do like that. So we're going to go ahead and send the next prompt. I'm going to copy image and drop that in over here. Oh, duh, it's going to give me the black. I forgot. I made it do PNG, so I do have to download it. So we're just going to download that and then come back over here. So look, our pom-poms, they're separated. Our megaphone is separated. We can delete all of the sludge. So we have our elements. When we're ready to go, we're going to go file, merge. We're going to bring in this one, come back over here, pull this up. Yeah, they're kind of the same. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go select trace area and trace and detach this one out. So this one, we shouldn't have to go up that high because there's not a lot of white around the edges. And then we're just going to go trace and detach. All right. Let's come back over here, see what we got. Boom, there we go, right? So now I'm going to download this. I'm just going to trace these and then I can add my own outline. So it gave me a couple different ones. They, to me, look the same. They're kind of like, come on, move out the way. What are you doing? Okay. There we go. Oh, I guess they are slightly different. The H is different. The R is different. So yeah, there are some differences in this. And then from here, I'm just going to go from here, drag and drop it over here, which this one I could have just copied and paste because it just has that. I did not specifically ask it to make it like a transparent PNG. So it gave me the gray and white squares. Like it's technically a JPEG. So, but that's fine because it's all black. It's going to be really, really easy to trace once this one is done. What's going on? Trace and detach. Come on now. All right, there we go. And then last but not least, over here, we're going to go select trace area. We're going to place our box. And this one, we're not going to trace and detach. We're going to simply do a trace. Move this out of the way. Now, if you've ever taken my silhouette training, you know that there is a hack to get these to separate, but you got to take the training to learn it. For this demo, I'm going to do it the long way, but there is a way to do this where it's like, boom, and done. But for this one, we're going to do it the long way. We're going to release compound path and then make everything its own compound path again. Okay. All right. And then I think I want to use this one and we're going to find our reference. Think that's closer to the one that was there. Yep, pretty much spot on. We're going to go We're going to go cheer. I'm going to tilt it just a little bit. And then we're going to put some outlines on it. So offset. So that's the first. Well, actually, they only have 2 on here. So offset, apply. Instead of it making it black, we'll make that blue and then make the inside white. And remove the line color. I think I want a slightly bigger offset. So what I'll do is I'm just going to make it from here. So offset. So maybe about there. Okay, I actually like that. Kind of a happy mistake, but I do like that. I want to make the cheer part just a little bit thinner. So I'm going to go internal offset and oops. I'm going to take this back some and then just kind of go up just a little bit here. Only because I want it to be just a tad bit smaller, thinner. And then I want you guys to see the difference in the two. So I'm going to click on the white one and delete it, and then make this white. And then this one comes off. So I can see more of the blue. So making just that small tweak made it just a little bit thinner. I like that. I think that is perfect. Okay. So now our cheer is done. We're going to go ahead and group that. Now I have my cheer. I think I'm going to stick with this megaphone. I mean, I like that one. That's doing a little bit too much. And then we have our pom-pom for over here. Bring that to the front. We have our megaphone, and I can also adjust these colors just a little bit. So, okay, we have our elements. Now we just need to build out the rest of this. I'm going to choose like my widest one. So right here, I'm going to make a rectangle in the middle. I want to center that to not my bleed, to my actual cover, so that it's centered when I go to trim it away. So I'm going to select that line, hold down shift, select this one, and I'm going to center that. Okay, so it's nice and centered. I'm going to make that just a different color. We're going to copy and paste in front. I'm going to shrink that in some, make it a different color. The colors don't really matter right now. Paste in front, make that just a little bit smaller as well. Okay. And then we're going to put a box here. And then I'm going to duplicate that to the right, just so that I can have the two sides that I'm going to need. All right. I need to duplicate this. Actually, I could have done just one and just made this one solid. So we'll duplicate this, and I'm going to crop this side. So now this one I don't really need. I'm going to make this the same blue. Oops, wrong one. We're going to make that the blue. I'm going to send these two to the back. Now we have, where did it go? I only needed two. So they have the outside is the gold. So we're going to sample that. Oops, wrong one. So we're going to sample that for the outside, and then we're going to make the inside white, and then we'll delete this. Okay, got that. And then for this side, let's just make this look like they did like a jean type look. I mean, you could do that. That's kind of like what that is. It's more like a black denim. You can do that, or you can make it look like the traditional composition. So let's say if I made that black, I'm going to place this here. I'm adding some edit points, and then I'm going to delete all of these edit points. So now that just looks like our traditional composition notebook. And then we need to shrink these down. So we're just going to bring these down. There we go. I don't know if I like the traditional one. Maybe if we did, I want to do the gold. Here's where the professor be professoring. All right, so let's just see how that works out. We're going to take, now my blues on here are slightly, oh, this is a different style. So slightly darker, well, brighter here than here. I want to make them a little bit darker. So in Silhouette Studio, we can go to the image effects, go to the gamma, and we can make it a little darker. So now it's going to go a little bit closer to this color. So what I'll do, because I can't really get it fully, I'm just going to make my blues, one of the colors in here. So ungroup, ungroup. So this blue, hold down shift, this blue and this blue, we're gonna do closer to the color in here. That's too bright. So does it take longer doing it this way versus AI? Yes, but you get to get closer to exactly what you want. So I like that version a little bit better. And okay, so yeah, I think I like that version a little bit better. I don't have any black in here, and there's black in this one. So let's make this one black. And let's add another offset to this to kind of play off of that black. I don't know if I like that color combination. This is where I start to this, y'all. If to know me is to know. Once I get into designing, I forget it's just a tutorial. Just throw it together. It's hard for me. I want to give y'all quick ones, but it is hard for me. Like I'm not the just throw something together type person. It has to make sense to me, and that black is just not making sense to me right now. So let's just make it a little bit thicker. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't help it. All right, my colors are a little bit off, but I promise you, I'm not going to stress it. Maybe, sort of, kind of, not stress it. Maybe, Shahia, don't stress it, don't stress it, don't stress it. Y'all know it's a little harder for me not to do that. I just want it to be a little bit brighter in like the yellow tones. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm not. It's okay. Shahia, forget it. You'll take time to actually make it match. That's just, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to choose this composition label. We'll bring this to the front. Uh-oh, did it come to the front? Okay, I'm going to center that. I'll probably make it just a little bit smaller, and then we can always go, actually, no, let me change the colors now. So I'm going to ungroup, and this blue, we also need to change that to the blue that we're using. We're going to change this blue, that teal to that blue, and then we'll make this either black, or we can make it the gold color. So we can do that, right? Because we already have the black with the text. Group that back together. Bring that on top. Bring these to the front. Oh, wait, I forgot to group this together. So group, shrink it down. We can place it in front of the label or behind it. We have our pom-pom. We're going to take our megaphone. And actually, we didn't really need cheer on the megaphone. Is it on the original? Yeah, because it's here. So we actually didn't need cheer on the megaphone. Have it create me another one that is without cheer. For now, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to show you in Canva where you can just remove the cheer part and not even have to worry about it. So here we go. Now I'm just going to add some stars. Go ahead and convert that to path. Let's add some blues to that. Let's duplicate it. Oops. Make it a white. Let's duplicate it again. Make it the gold. Oops. Make it gold. Hello. All right. You're being mean. You don't want to do the gold. It's okay. There we go. Because I was trying to use the properties dropper. All right, so we'll go there and then make another set, make some smaller. And now you just get to play around with it. And wait, ooh, those are too big for this design. Okay, so let's go like that. You can rotate some. We'll put some on this side. You can add shadows to it afterwards if you want. I don't want black. I just want gold and white over here. And then this side will have some blue. I don't even think this side is pretty busy. So let's just put like one there and maybe a smaller one, kind of like on the C. But you can, like I said, you can play around with this as much as you want. If you want to add outlines to it, you can. These didn't really have outlines. And then we've basically taken the idea from ChatGPT, where it's not super sharp. There's some stars that aren't fully they're not filled in. It's like kind of all over the place. And so we end up creating our own version in whatever colors we wanted them to be. So this is an option. And then if you're wanting to do this for all of them, it becomes very easy, because now, like, let's say you do have different ones. We're going to go here, here, and here. We're going to make it this color. We're going to take our stripes here, copy them, paste. I'm going to group it together. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to click on the inline, and I'm going to keep my transform box open. I'm going to align it to the top and the center. Bring this one over here to the center and the top. Same thing on this one. The top and the center. I'm just going to duplicate these, all duplicate them in the front. And then crop. Fill them in with that background. As soon as I find it. Where'd you go? Ooh, my glitter ones. The glitter ones are cool too. Let's say if I did the glitter one. And let's so like that, but and then I wouldn't have to do the composition thing like on top if I didn't want to. You know, this thing right here. Bring to the front. Yeah, see, that's going to be too busy. Oh, I did this to the wrong. So I'm going to show you a quick way to move all of this. I'm going to take all of my background elements and I'm going to group them together. I'm going to then grab everything else, hold down Shift, click on the background. I only have the middle. We're going to copy and paste. Move that over here. I can center it. I can make it smaller to make sure that it's centered. I'm using this little square right here to find the center point. We're going to duplicate that. I'm still within my safe zone, so I'm pretty cool with that. Duplicate. So all you have to do is just design one. I recommend designing on the largest one. And then from there, you can just copy and paste to put it on the smaller ones. And what you'll notice is you see how there's more space here, well, less space here than like over here or over here. And then you can adjust them as needed. But now you have this design in all four sizes, okay? And if you wanted this one, you would just put that gold one, put the composition kind of texture on top. But I think that I am going to make this side here the same as the glitter. And I'll probably make the background a little darker now. So let's go back to, that darker blue. Yeah, there we go. Select it all up the top. No line color. Boom, there we go. So there's that one. We fully designed it. The chevron one, it would be pretty much the same. Like you can either make the chevron yourself or you can find one that's already done. And then we can use the cheer megaphone because it's already there. It's just cheers going in the opposite direction. You can always have chat flip it so that cheers going in the right direction. And then this one, you would just make it the solid color, put the composition, and you can see for our templates, they already come perfectly sized. So let's say if you did want to do that, I'm just going to go here, bring this to the front. I'm going to center everything, pull in one of the labels. Actually, let's do it off and then let's do glitter, group, put those guidelines back on so I can see where I'm at. Make sure I'm in my safe zone. I'm going to center it. And then I would put my chevrons and then my pom-poms and stuff like that. I would bring those over, create the chevron with the outlines and stuff on them, and then go from there. So you can do it that way as well in Silhouette Studio. So that's how we would do this in Silhouette Studio. Okay. Now let's go over to Canva. Any questions before I head over to Canva? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you guys hit share yet? If you have not, share this with a creative friend. Just hit that share button so it goes out into the algorithm. How wide am I making the safe zone? They're in our templates. A safe zone can be anywhere between 0.25 and 0.35 away from the edge. And that's just a good safe range. But ours are already set with our templates. Your safe zones, see, they're already set for each one. And that's anything that you want to keep away from the edge. Now, so let's say like that would be a lot of space. I could take this where it goes outside of the safe zone and it would probably be like right to the edge. If I wanted to go over the edge, I'll make sure that this star falls between the edge and the bleed. And that way, like when this is all said and done, it's going to be cut off. Like this star will be cut off as if the star is going off the edge. So that's how you would design these. Okay. The links are not working. What is it? Hold on. Let me see. She says the links aren't working. Hold on. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to drop them in the chat. So this is for the notebooks. Okay, wait. If you're trying to get it out of the chat, that one may not work until after the live. But in the description of this video, the links are there. So you would have to close out the live chat and go into the description. They would be there. Normally, I would have the QR codes on here. I completely forgot to put the QR codes up, but normally they would be up there. But in the description, those should be clickable. Or if you go straight to our website, you type in hsink365.com. So shop.hsink365.com. Why did it? Okay. Oh, no, it's right. Okay, you say it's working from the chat. Okay. And then let me just grab the other one. So this is the glue wrap. So copy, and I'll come back and show you how quick it would be to put it on the glue wraps as well so that it matches. So there's the one for the glue wraps. All right. So now let's go over to, I'm going to tell this, I'm going to tell it to flip. Yeah, because see, this doesn't have enough white in it. So we're going to tell it to, so we're going to come here and edit. Can you flip this so that it's facing the right and cheer is still spelled in the right order? Okay, boom, there we go. This is where I'm currently at in my designing. I'm using AI to create the design requested, and I've been recreating it in Photoshop. You just made it look so easy in Silhouette. Oh, thank you. I try. Okay, so let's head on over to Canva. And like I said, over here, you still have the same thing. You have the 4 different sizes. It's on yours, you're going to actually see the sizes right here. So you're going to look at the substrate edge and you're going to use that to determine which one you're going to use. Okay. All right. So it's done. Let me go back over here. It says that it's done. And there we go. Oh man, it's not but it's okay. We can always remove the background because I forgot to ask it to make it a transparent PNG again. I know that this technically is not, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just download this. And when I bring it into Canva, I'm going to just remove the background. You have to have Pro for that. Yeah, so this didn't remove it. So we're just going to come here, drag and drop. And then I'm just going to have it remove it. So remove the background. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is remove the word cheer for when I don't want that word there. If you guys have not given this video a like or a thumbs up, please do so. If you're on the live, if you're on YouTube, you have to close out of the live chat temporarily. Go ahead and click that thumbs up. Subscribe, share it out. If you're watching over on Facebook, just give this video a thumbs up, a heart, and then also drop us a comment. Okay, let us know what you've learned so far. I'm going to duplicate this. Now, if I hold down, I got to hold down control because these are frames. So I held down control. Now, if you're on a mobile device, you're going to have to lock the background first. But I'm going to come here. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to go magic eraser, although the eraser tool was up there as well. And now some people will go across this whole thing, but because it acts crazy sometimes, I don't always do the entire section. I like to work, I do it like in bits and pieces because sometimes it gives a weird result when you try and do the whole thing. So that came out good. And then now I'm going to go brush and I'm going to brush over the rest of it. I try and keep it really tight to the thing that I want to remove. See, it leaves like this weird, sometimes it leaves this weird haze. So we're going to undo that. And I actually didn't mean to use eraser because I could have used that from here. What I actually meant to use was magic grab. That's what I really meant to use. So see all, we're going to go magic grab, and then we're going to brush over the word cheer. And a lot of times that, like between the two, eraser and grab, you'll get like a cleaner background. So we pull cheer and look, see, it's a lot smoother of a back, like of a transition than when we did erase. So you can go back and forth between the two and figure out which one gives you the best results depending on the image and what you want it to do. So we have the word cheer by itself and we have the megaphone by itself. Okay. So I'm just going to pull these off to the side real quick. Now, I'm going to have to do this one kind of sort of in reverse so that I can keep the frame, right? So we're going to go to elements. Let's search for metallic gold background. Okay, so let's see. See all, I want something that's more of a yellow gold. I think this may work, but it might be too big. I mean, too small. Let's see. This one. Oh, that almost matches perfectly. Let's see what else they have. Oh, no, don't like that one. That's too gold. It's not a, so metallic. Let's put in yellow gold background. See if it gives us a couple, like some more yellowish tones. The one thing I don't like is like in Canva, they do come out like so big. I just don't like that sometimes. You can't adjust the sizing of things in Canva. Like you can't adjust the scale of things in Canva. Okay, so I guess we're going to go with the first one that came up, which is this one. All right. And then, oh, wait a minute. It went to the wrong thing. Okay, well, we're back here anyway. I just realized it was doing the whole picture instead of going right. That's probably why it seems so big. So that one's not so bad there. Then I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to do the blue. So I'm going to come over here to the color. And then we're going to go to the dropper. We're going to select the blue. And then pull this back. Now, to find the center, I do need to use like a guideline. So I'm just going to come back over to elements. And then we're going to use a line. So go to shapes, or you can use a keyboard shortcut on your computer. All right, so we're going to turn this to 90 degrees. And then I'm going to hold down shift, select the line that's the cut line, go to position, and I'm going to center that. And then I can bring in a guide. So now I'm going to go file. I want to go to settings and I want to show rulers and guides. All right. Don't know. There we go. We are having some inclement weather, so the feed may go in and out. Let me know. Do I sound choppy? Is it clear for you guys? Because I see the internet's going in and out because it's about to storm. So let me know how the feed is coming in for you guys. So since I turned it on, I'm just going to take this, drag it here, just so that I always know where my center is. And then I can delete that line. And so now when I bring this up, I'm going to come to right there. I'm going to put my phone on do not disturb. So it's right up to that line. Okay. And then we can duplicate this one and make our own stripe. So I'm going to center that up. Hold down Alt, bring that in. Is it centered? It's not quite centered. There we go. Now it's centered. And then, oops. I'll take this one, duplicate it, hold down Alt, bring that in towards the center. Position, let's put that behind this one. Let's make this one white. And then on this one, if you really want to see the difference in color, you would have to change it because it's going to seem like it's blending in. But there is it is technically a stripe. You can add a shadow to it or whatever. All right. So once we have that all set up, I want to bring my guidelines to the front actually, just so that I can see them. So I'm going to click here and just bring those to the front. That way I know where everything sits at. But what I want to do is I want to lock my background here. So everything before the guidelines, I'm going to come to here. So that's, I don't want the megaphone cheer. So we're going to come through here and I'm going to lock that just so that as I bring these over, they don't take over that part. Oh, wait. I got to lock my guidelines as well. Wait, did it lock this one? Okay, hopefully it locked both of them. All right, so we're going to bring this down, position, bring to the front. We have our labels here. So we're just going to copy one, copy. And then Control V, paste. We're going to center that up. You can change the colors on this. So we can change that part. If you click on the outline, you can change the color on that. Okay. I don't think it's set up to be a frame. I can always adjust that. So we have this. Let's bring in our pom-poms. I think that one was this one. Nope, that's the wrong one. Maybe this one. Is that? Nope, they go to pom-poms. And then with this one, it's a little bit easier than silhouette because we can just bring this over and then down. It's just not contoured to it, but for the sake of this, we don't need it to be. So we'll just bring this over and then down, just so we don't have all that extra space. Shrink this, rotate it. I'm just going to put this off to the side here. And then now here's the part where AI may be your friend, because it's not as easy to create those different layers in Canva as it is in something like Silhouette Studio, where you can just do an offset. There are apps. We're already an hour and a half in. I don't want to go full on into the apps. We go through those things in our Canva training. So I did drop the link for the Canva bootcamp. And there are apps where you can like add additional, basically like strokes and things of that nature. But Canva's a little bit, it's different when it comes to adding those outlines. You can't really do it in Canva directly the way that we did in Silhouette Studio. So I'm going to, let's see what elements do they have. So let's see, Varsity C. Let's see if they have anything. Nope. Oh wait, I'm in shapes. So let's go back just to generate, and then Varsity C. Okay, so we have this one. To probably change some of the colors. I mean, for some, these may work. Okay, so look, we have this one. So let's just use this. And it will allow us to adjust the blue at the very least. So let's choose that blue. Let's see, does it change anything? So it made it a little bit darker. That might be a little bit too dark. So let's sample this blue. I think that is that one. So let's go here. We would have to sample a different blue or choose a different blue. So come like slightly darker. Okay. Like I said, because we could use this one. There is no white behind this. That is something that I don't like because it's see-through, and then trying to get that to work where the white is back there, that becomes a whole thing. I mean, you could use your drawing tool and make that part white. It just becomes a whole lot. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to elements. They have, so this one looks like it may have, so this is that version, but it's the same thing. It just has the white layer. So we don't need this. This is it in red. Let's see, what else do they have? Do they have something with like 3 layers? So here's the thing with Canva also, right? So we're going to come here. I'm going to go Ask Canva. And then it's like selected image, right? So I'm telling it that. And I'm going to tell it, let me see. So to select it. Can you generate a version of the pom-pom that's closer to the colors in the letter C? Let's see if it gives it to me. Okay, it's clear on your end. Perfect. Let's just see if it gives me one that's a little bit closer. So it tells me I'll create a new pom-pom design that matches the yellow and blue colors from the letter C image. On it, I'll generate new pom-pom matching the gold, navy, and white colors. So then once it realized what the colors were, it's telling me that it's going to generate it in those colors. So done. I've added the new pom-pom in gold, navy, blah, 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 to match the C. It's layered right on top of the previous one. Okay, so to me, that's not the same. It looks like it literally gave me the exact same thing. Yeah, it looks like it gave it to me the exact same way. Layer, bring to the front. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to see if chat can't do a better job. And I'm going to screenshot it. Come over here. Boom. Can we regenerate the pom-poms to match more of the colors that's in this clip art? So the blues, the way the yellow gold is, I want the pom-poms to be closer to these colors. And then we just send it. So while that's going, I'll come back over here and let's do the chevron one. All right. So we're going to come to elements and let's just do chevron. I actually do have some chevrons. I'll probably make a little image pack of the chevron shape because again, it's going to be a little bit harder to do all of the layers that the other one has. Oh wait, because this is a shape, I can't do the layers on here. I just have to do it with the stroke. So we'll go here. We'll make this like the yellow current page. Okay, wait, why did you change to? I want you to still be black. Huh? Oh, wait. Oh, it's not actually going around the edge. Okay, so we don't want that. So yeah, this is a shape. So it's, or is it, no, was this a graphic? No, this is a graphic. That's why, because it's not a shape. So I would have to build that out outside of Canva to then bring that in, or again, have AI create the element by itself. So it says one last tweak. And then I'll have it do the megaphone as well. I probably could have had it do the megaphone and the pom-pom together. All right, so while it's doing that, what I'll do is we'll come here. We're going to add that cheer. And then I'm going to grab this one. So I'm going to come here and we're going to go edit, magic grab, and then click. I could probably click to get just this one. It's reading the file. Come on. So we'll click there and then grab. Just so you know, tracing in Silhouette Studio was a whole lot faster. I'm just saying. And the results are, this is like, it's kind of choppy. I don't like that. Okay, wait, let me see something. Copy. Did it change the quality? Oh, see, this is another thing. I love Canva, but look at the quality of this, right? I'm going to paste. Look, when I did the magic grab, look at how it changed. Do y'all see the quality difference in the original and then using the magic grab? Some people swear by the things in Canva, and don't get me wrong, I like Canva, but some of these things, the quality is just not there. And it's one of the reasons why I don't really push it. I know there are so many other creators, they're telling y'all and they're showing y'all use magic layers, use magic. It's not always that great. And I like to show the good and the bad, right? But I know that hurts me because I'm not showing it as much as the other creators. So let me see if I use the brush stroke, if I can get it to be slightly cleaner. not brush stroke, if I just use the brush. So I'm gonna just go over this. Let's see if I can get this to be slightly cleaner by using the brush. Because when you click, it does give you kind of some jaggedness around the edge, and that could affect the results. When you use the brush, it's a lot smoother. So it will probably pull that out a lot cleaner. All right, so let's zoom in and see. No, see, it literally changed the quality of this image. This is not how this looked. So not really my favorite. What I would do in this case is I'm going to go to Silhouette Studio. I'm going to come over here and let's make this black. I'll make this nice and big. No line color. And because I have, no, so we're going to go copy. Let's just paste this over here. And then we'll go file, save as, save to hard drive, SVG, cheer. And then we'll come back over here. I'm going to go to that open page again and then go upload file. I think it went to my downloads folder. Cheer. There we go. Add that to the screen. And I think it gave it to me. It's like, it's so big though. And I can't even crop it down. And then if I try and add this, yeah, it's going to do that. I don't want it to do that. It's not going to technically give, okay, so I can do this one and we would do outline. And then let's just make this color white. That's what I could have done with the other one too. Or let's make it the yellow gold just so I can see it. Copy. Paste. All right, let's see. What did it give me? Huh? What is this? Oh, but that's not the same color. What is it doing? That's not the same color. I have no idea what, and that's the thing too. Like chat starts to act a little wonky and a little weird. So yeah, and this is why I end up with so many chats and I have to go in there and delete them a lot of the time. So I'm just gonna go new chat, and then we're going to do add photo. I'm gonna put these in, and then I'm gonna come back to the other one. Oh wait, I closed it. So go back to my chat. I'm going to go back to the, because I don't remember, I didn't save that. See, oh wait, I have a screenshot of it. Never mind. I did it as a screenshot. So let's come over here. There we go. So I'm just going to go copy and then paste. I am building out a design in Canva for a live training. And I want these pom-poms to be closer in color to the yellow gold and the blue in the letter C. So generate a new visual of the pom-poms, no shadows to the outside, no gradients. It should be like a no background transparent PNG, but I need just the pom-poms recreated, but in the new color scheme. Okay. So let's see what this gives us since we opened up a new one. Let's go back over here. We have our cheer. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to make, oh, because I added the outline to it, that's the other thing. It made it so many things where I wanted to make it simple, but then certain things happen when it comes to Canva. So because I added the outline to it, it's no longer a graphic. Where we saw like before over here, I'm going to, okay, wait, so let's just copy this. I'm going to undo until this goes back to how it was. Come on. Okay, well, it's not going to go. It's fine. It's acting dumb. So, okay, so like here, right, you can see there is no crop bar to this. But if I go over here, I can now crop it because it took it from a graphic or a vector into an image. So now up here, I can't just change the black. So you would have to make those changes before you add the outline. So here, I can click on it and I can change the color of that. And then when I go to edit and I choose outline, I can make this the yellow gold. It's probably a little bit darker. Okay. Oh, wait, did I go shadow or did I go? I did outline, right? Yeah, I did outline. Why are you not letting me change the thickness of it? Huh? That's kind of weird. It's not letting me change the thickness on it. Okay, let's do undo. Why do you, okay, what is going on with Canva? Why is it not undoing things that it did? This is so weird. Okay, let's just add it in again. That's so weird. Why it's not outline. Oh, wait, you know, it was there. My bad. It was under size, y'all. Let me go back. I'm tripping. Size, let's go here. What the hell is going on? Huh? Okay, no, so it's not me. It is going crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's go back. Shakia, the size was above it. I'm tired now. So we got this here, and then we can now shrink this down, and then I'm going to copy, bring this back over here, which the colors are definitely off. I can change the yellow from here, but let's just go back over here. It's finally done. Okay, so it's a brighter, still not quite the same, but it's a brighter blue. And then we'll just download this. And then what I also wanted to do is I'm going to copy. Generate a 600 by 600 pixel square of a yellow chenille digital paper that is similar to the texture in the middle of this C. And I want it to be the exact same tones of yellow as in this reference image. I want to see if I can't change that from that glitter or like that metallic one and now make it where it's like this Chanel one. So, or chenille. All right, so there, let's see. We have to change the yellow. And the thing with outlines is you cannot select, like there's no color dropper. So if we that color that is here, we would need to go in like this, come here, sample. Let's go new color, sample. I'm going to copy, but then I'm going to undo because I don't want that. So now when I go into the outline, and click here. I'm going to go paste, and it's going to be closer to that color. So that's another little pro tip for you. And then I'm going to duplicate this. Click on here. We're going to make the outline white and then make it bigger and layer these two on top of each other. So that's another option as well. Okay, so let's see. It said it was done. All right, so we got the chenille. We're going to download this, and I'm going to add that to my design instead of the metallic, since we're going to use that C. Come on. You're taking forever. Oh, it did it twice. Okay, so now we will come back over here. I'm going to go to my downloads, drop that bad boy in. I have to replace the background. So we're going to come here, unlock it with the chenille. Okay, well, I want you to fill in All right, all right. We are back. The power, I told you I was storming here. The power knocked us off. Offline. But if you're still here, hey, we're back. Thank you for everybody that stayed on. All right. Thank you to everybody that stayed on. All right. There we go. Okay. So let's just wrap this up before the storm takes out the power again. Okay, why won't you go into, is this locked? Oh, it's locked. Duh, Shakia. I forgot I did lock that as well. Okay, wait, let's see. This one was locked also. There we go. And then let's maybe add a little shadow to this. And then change the angle. Oh no, it's not showing the shadow on the other side. Okay. I'll have to do team too much. I don't feel like doing all that to get the shadow showing. So we're not going to worry about the shadow for now. So we have our C. We have our cheer. Actually, let's align these again and then group them. And then bring this to the front. Probably make my composition label a little bit bigger. Our megaphone. And then it didn't really change the color of my pom-pom, so I'm just going to leave that one. But there's that, right? And then you would be able to take all of these elements and then add them to any of these. What we don't want to do is just simply save it. And even though this is a frame, we don't want to just drop it. What the heck is going on here? We don't want to just drop it in the frame because then the sizing would be off. You would just need to build it out, like just copy all the elements and build it out and size it for over here. But you will be able to do that. If you're just designing a general background, you can always drop that in. So like if I were doing this, what I would probably do, I wouldn't do necessarily the middle part. But like if I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to recreate this every single time, so I'm going to ungroup that. We're going to go here and here. I'm going to copy it, come over here. Let's just go paste. I'm going to make this cover the whole thing. And then I would go copy to clipboard because that's a way where you don't have to save it. So copy to clipboard. That's a Canva hack. Put CTC if this was your first time hearing about and seeing someone use copy to clipboard. So we're going to go like this. And then when I'm over here, I'm just going to go, what the heck? What the heck just happened? Okay, it flinched. And I'm like, what the world? Okay, there we go. Y'all still with me? Because my whole thing just like flickered and it drove me crazy. Okay. So now over here, we're going to go paste, and I can take this and now drop it in as a background. It's now in my uploads. So I'm just going to go like this and drop it in. So I wouldn't need to like redo the background for each one of them. Then I can take, I'm going to go position. I'm going to go from the megaphone all the way to right here. We're going to, something's locked. What's locked? Okay, you're locked. So let's go from here, hold down shift, here, 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 and here. Something else is locked. What is locked? Hold on. Okay, there we go. And then copy, I'm going to come over here and then we're going to go paste. Something didn't transfer over. It's okay. I think the composition notebook thingy didn't copy over. So we're just going to copy that, paste, move that below the C, and then now that's there. So let's try this again. So we're going to go here. We need all of, I'm just going to hold down shift. I need everything up to here. And then we're going to copy, come over here, paste. And then you can resize it so that it's not going outside of your, what's the thing called? Your safe zone. And then also just lining it up. So I'm going to hold down shift and remove, like take those off. And then I can move just this part and not the composition, not the stripe. So we have that. So that's an easy way to do it. You're just going to design one and then copy and paste, especially if you just want to create your designs, but you don't know what size notebook you're going to get. Just repeat the designs, copy, paste, and there we go. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So I forgot. I gotta go pick up MJ. I'm tripping. But yeah, so I will come back. As far as like, I'll try and do this really, really quick. I did tell MJ that I was live. I'm trying to find, okay, so like let's say like the glue label, right? And one thing that's great about like Canva when you're online, you can copy and paste from one design to the next. So because I copied from the other one, if I come over here and I just go paste, it's going to put all of those elements over here. Well, at least it should. All right, what are you doing? Where are you not pasting? Okay, there it is. I don't know why I didn't paste on this one. Paste. There we go. So let's say I put this here. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger because I'm going to get rid of the composition because I don't need that. I don't really know if I need the stripe. I'm going to go to my uploads. I'm going to bring in that background that I created. Oh, see, now you want to come back in. Bring in that background. I'm going to fill in that white one is also a frame. I don't want to get rid of these. So I'm just going to select them and then send them to the back. And so now I have that same look and feel. I can bring this to the front. So if I want to keep the cow brand of glue, I'll bring that to the front. And then maybe we can fill this in with the the yellow chenille type background. And then this one we'll make this one blue. And I'll probably make the whole thing a little bit smaller. But you don't have to have this on there as far as it being blue. Like you can literally get rid of this. You can send this to the back. I don't ever recommend like really deleting it. I created this in the way where you can just kind of hide things behind certain parts. So same thing with this one. I'm just going to hide. I'm going to group those together, put those behind it. And then everything else that's here, we're going to move that up. So now I have my glue label, and you can add like the stuff like as far as it being glue, or just do it like where it's a label and it's pretty much the same thing. And then we're going to save this. So I'll go copy to clipboard. And I think did all of my AI stuff close? Oh no, it's over here. So let's go. Oh, they didn't refresh though. And I'm going to have it create a mockup for me. You can either give us a call directly, 754-333-0335, or you can send an email to info@365creativeacademy.com. Okay, what's going on here? All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go. All right, so I have a blank glue, so I'm going to do that. And why didn't it? Oh, child, that's for in here. Let me save this, child. Download. Download. I'm going to just do a transparent PNG. I need just page 2. Done. Download. And then let's pull that in here while it's coming. Can you please add the finalized design to this mock-up of the glue so that it looks like a label on the front of the glue bottle? So we're going to do that. And then we're just going to add this into it. And then I'm going to send it. And then now I'll have a mock-up of the glue bottle. So you can use chat to even create your mock-ups. All right. So once that's done, we'll be done. But you can use these templates to create anything, whether you are adding individual elements, if you are just adding in a background. If you're using Canva, the one thing that you have to remember is with Canva, there are frames. The only way that you can add a texture or like a digital paper, a photo, whatever, to the background, it has to be a frame. And when it comes to frames, anytime you move something over it, it's going to want to take over. So you have to, if you're on a computer, like, or a laptop, you can hold down Control or Command on a Mac, or like on a Windows, you can hold down the Windows key and you'll be able to freely move it around. If you're on a mobile device, you have to lock the frame so that things don't move inside of it. It used to be where when you have something in front of it, like a shape, it didn't try to take over the frame. In their update, they changed that. That was one of the changes that I absolutely hate with the passion. Because you see how I'm over the C with this, but because a frame is back there, it still wants to take over. I hate the fact that Canva made that change, which is one of the reasons why we're doing the updated Canva bootcamp, because I have to let you guys know about all of the changes that they made since the last keynote, because things don't really operate and move the same way that it did the last time I did a Canva training. This is one of the things that I absolutely hate, where before, if it was an element in front, it wasn't going to move on top. Now it wants to like take over, and that drives me absolutely insane. So yeah, there's that. All right, so let's see what it gave us. There we go. So now you have a mock-up of that just using AI, and then you're going to, now we could have had it make it where it didn't have it was a transparent background, and that way you can just add it to your advertising. But you guys get the general idea. You can also go in and let's just say composition note book. And then I'm going to go images. And let's just take this one. This one that has a little bit more space. All right, so let's take this one. I'm just going to copy image. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to come over here to Silhouette Studio. Oh, Silhouette Studio shut down. I forgot when the power cut off my computer. That's okay. Let's go over to here. We're going to take down the transparency on our guidelines. And then I'm still going to just use my snipping tool. All right. And then go back over here to, where is, no. Okay, okay, there we go. Change the cover of the mock-up image of the traditional composition notebook and add my custom design to the front. The result should have no shadowing, no glows to the outside. It should be as if it's a transparent PNG. All right, so it'll do that, and then we'll be done. Any questions? Any questions for moi? Okay, I want to do, let's go library. I want this bathing suit one that I did. I want to find that image. All right, that one's still working. I don't think I ever downloaded it to my computer. I think it was just on my phone. Let me see here. Group by type. I don't think I ever downloaded that design. Let's see, did I? I really don't think I did. I didn't. So I got to try and find it on here. I downloaded it only on my phone. But you can see I create a lot of images over here. So I gotta scroll back quite a bit to find it. And I don't think there is. Oh no, it's a search. So let me see. Let's search lyric. Let's see if it'll come up that way. Let's see if it'll come up. Blue bottle. Oh, say what the heck happened? Oh, it did leave a hole in the middle. What the heck happened there? I don't know why it left this gap in the middle. That is so weird. But it's not, it only did it up here, didn't do it down here. That's strange. That's very strange. Not sure why, but the stripe in the center is missing from the top and bottom of this. Can you correct that, please? Okay, so images. Come on, why are you taking forever? Dang it. Like there's a specific one, and you know what I'll do? Actually, I don't even know if it's still in my phone because I've done a phone dump. Let's see if I can't get all the way down there and find it because I've created quite a few images since then. Did this session give you can you save or export your chat conversations? You can copy and paste it like into like a Word doc, or you can you can download like the whole thing. But I normally just copy and paste. So let's see here. It's been so long since I did that. And yeah, I have a bunch. There's quite a few of them that need to go back in. I try my best, like really important ones. I up. Come on. Because I wanted to create an app, but I don't want it to do it like your traditional ones. Let's see. Gallery. Oh, you know what? It is. Okay. Let's do this. And then I'm going to go to my chat. Okay, there we go. So it gave me this, right? So now I'm going to copy this and then paste this here. I'm going to copy this and paste it in here. And then I'm going to do it from my phone. This is the glue bottle one. Hold on, I'm going to give it a thing. So I am about to upload two mock-ups, one of a composition notebook and one of a glue bottle. I want to create an advertisement flyer, but I want the style to be similar to this image. So just I'm gonna let that one go. And then just so that because I'm on the phone, I have to let that one go before I do it over here. So we're going to go like this, right? And then, so I'm going to refresh this so that it now has what I just added to it. See? So I told it what I wanted. The reference image is there, but now I need to paste back in my images. All right. So all I do is just add the image because I already told it what I want it to be. And then I'm just going to let that go and see if it'll generate the image. All right, I gotta go because my child's gonna call me soon. So after this one goes, we're done. I don't see any other questions in regards to designing. If you guys enjoyed this, drop some fire in the chat, drop some hearts in the chat. If you learned something new in this 2 hours and 30 minutes that we have been on, drop some love in the chat. If you plan to enroll in the Canva class, put me. If you're going to go ahead and get those templates, there is a code to take $10 off of the back to school templates. It is BTSS. So back to school supply 26. So BTSS 26. That'll get you $10 off of the composition notebook templates. There's individual listings for Canva and then one for Silhouette. Same thing with the glue bottles. The crayon ones will be uploaded soon, and that same code will work. So even if you buy those today, you can come back like tomorrow and get the ones for the crayons and the color pencils. Those will be uploaded sometime tonight or first thing tomorrow. But that same code will still get you 10% off because our templates are normally $13.65 because we design our templates with precision. They're not just thrown together, but for a limited time, you will be able to use that code and be able to save on those templates. So you can go over to our website, shop.hsinc365.com, or you can go, you can use the links in the description. So I don't really like the pinks and stuff, but you get an idea of what it is. So it went to like how to customize. Okay, great. I don't want any pinks in this because of the color scheme of it. But what this will be for is I'm advertising, not ready to customize and not the templates. This would be an example of a finished design for customers, end user customers to purchase. So I need this to be more of a flyer for HS Inc. 365 prints, advertising the finished product. All right, then that one's really going to be the end of it. Okay. Because yeah, it did it more so because I told it, remember I told it earlier that I was doing a training. So it basically did this where it's like, well, actually, I think this one said I customized the, so let me see. We customized this pre-made swimsuit. So, personalized with the name. So I was detailing what all we did. I don't know why. So in this one, because it knows that I was teaching, it made this one where it's about the template. So composition, notebook color, edit the colors and text and more, ready minutes. Now I could make this where, let's say if I did the cheer template, if I took the time to go in and make each one a layer, I could use this where somebody else could come in and they can change those elements to the colors that they want them to be. So I could technically use this if I sold the template for not the template, the edible design file for cheer. I could use this as like my reference because I designed it, and then they would go in and change all of the colors themselves. Okay. So then it says you design, we print, you shine. So like I could have it's giving you an idea of a business model. Your client, you'll sell the template to your client. You let them go in, customize it how they want. They submit the design back to you. You're able to print out the stickers for them, and either you apply them or they apply them. So it gives you another way to service customers that may want to save on some money. So, hey, they're designing it. They're going to send it to you. They don't have all the stuff to print it and, the sticker paper and the cutters and all that stuff. They send it back, you print and cut, and they can pick it up, or you can ship it to them. So that's another business model that you guys can apply. So there's another pro tip. All right, so here we go. Boom. And I actually like this one. They did custom cheer gear. So personalized, unique. Well, and of course, it did mine incredible, although it spelled that wrong. That's the things I don't like about AI, stuff like that. So going in, trying to change that, make the fonts match, like it's a whole lot of. So custom glue bottle label, vibrant colors that pop, water resistant and durable. So it's saying that's what the label will be. Perfect for cheerleaders, teams, schools, and gifts. Custom composition notebook cover, premium matte finish, made to stand out. Incredible results. Although I like this little seal though. I do like that. This, of course, is just, and they did I don't know what is 5 prints, but you kind of get the idea. I don't even know what this scan to shop would go to. I don't even know what they use for that. Let's see. I'm going to scan that and see, where is that going? Does it go to anything? Okay, so it doesn't actually go to anything, which is good, because I'm like, what in the world is that? Yeah, nothing's coming. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Yeah, when it's scanning it, nothing's coming up. So that's a good thing. That QR code doesn't actually work. But you can see how it was able to easily create a flyer, and you can always pull from this. This is something that you can create yourself if you want more control, and then just start to pull out the individual elements and things of that nature. So there's that. All right, I got to go, y'all. Pick up my kid. He called me a whole 30 minutes ago. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Be incredible. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Are y'all sharing me out? Are y'all letting people know that the professor has amazing trainings and she walks you through it? You want to get into these classes? If you're not, to let today be the day that you go ahead and hit share. Hit that share button, share it out. Even if you just leave it up for 24 hours, give us a recommendation, drop your takeaways. We will greatly appreciate it. If you say you love it like you do, help your girl out and help us reach some new creatives. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.